thing that's super important about this saw is it does two really interesting things. And this is, again, before you cut, you're doing this setup, right? To get this right. So you see this radius here, and there's a radius also here, okay? This radius, if you were, and you won't be using this part of the saw, but if you needed to, you could. This will allow you to cut what are called compound angles. So it's an angle that cuts in more than one direction, okay? So you could theoretically have this head over here and then this head tilted like this. So you're cutting like off 90 this way. So that's a thing you can do with this saw, which is why it's such a valuable, nice saw to have. But we are going to keep this saw for what we're doing. We're keeping it in this 90-degree position relative to this plane. So it's going to be 90 degrees this way. But we are going to swivel the bed this way, or the head, rather, the saw this way, in order to cut the 45s that we need for the frames. With that said, these knobs look a little confusing, but there's a little picture here on the side that shows you how to unlock this bed so that it will swivel this way or that way, okay? So, up is locked, that's floppy, but down is not floppy. So this is unlocked, so that's why it's floppy. And then if I was gonna lock it in place, let's say I wanna lock it in 0, I'm going to smoosh it down, sorry, I'm gonna keep blocking you. You're gonna push this down, and you're gonna push this down. Okay, it's locked. So if I wanna move it, it's the opposite. This goes up, and then you push this up again. It has a little extra up that you wanna do. You wanna look on this radius here and see what angle you wanna do, because you're doing frames and you're doing 45s, right? So you wanna find 45. There's a small red arrow on the side here that tells you what degree your cut should be at, okay? And there are different points along this radius where the saw has like a notch, so it'll click into place. So if you get stuck in one of those before you get to 45, just keep this up and keep going to get 45 for yourself. All right, so like I can show you here, if I move this up and I let it go now, it's free. Okay, I don't have to even touch this. It's free, it's moving, but it's gonna stop at 15. I'm like, 15, it's stuck at 15. Okay, keep going, just raise that up again and move it. Clicks again at 22.5. Raise it again, 31.6. These are all like standard angles for different applications in carpentry, okay? One more time is gonna skip past, it's gonna skip past 35, 40, 45, another common angle. You can go all the way up to 55-degree cuts. Whoa. I don't know who does 55s, but if you needed to, you could. Okay, so I'm gonna come back to 45. And once I get to 45, now I'm gonna lock it. Okay, so just lock it down so that it doesn't move on you. Then you're ready to do a 45-degree cut. But just as a demonstration for the blade now, because that's the business end, I'm gonna put this back at 9.